Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, evening, wherever you're connected from. A quick market update and market bias. We have always said, and you know me, I've been talking about Bitcoin bearish. I was not comfortable. Bitcoin was not printing anything good, and that was since. Of course, I've been bearish since when Bitcoin hit 74,000 and could not break above. I knew that we're just bearish. So whatever thing we're doing at this region, I told everybody that market will only be going up and down. So we're range bound since month of February. And then, so we've been doing that, but slowly we're killing down Bitcoin, getting weakened day by day. And of course, you can find another double top over here. And even when we rallied up here to 71K, I told everybody, hey, you know what? Bitcoin is going to go down as crazy as possible. And now it looks as if it's not possible. And then finally, last week, that's about 5 days ago. So Bitcoin on the roll have been bearish for 5 consecutive days. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 5th day for Bitcoin, and now we're $54,000. So that means my target of $52,000, 500 is just a few hours or few minutes. It can be minutes because that's what Bitcoin does to hit that target. And once we hit that target, this is the only point that could hold us down and all of that. So that was why I told you guys that my target of Bitcoin going to $52,000 is very, very obvious. All right. And then the next week we hit down back is $46,000. So don't put it as a kind of a must, for instance. Put it as a kind of a must, but that's where my goal is. And then if somebody say, Felix, why are you this wicked? Now, somebody's going to say, Felix, why are you this wicked? And I told you guys that don't get it ruled out. If that 46,000 come up, right, then we can have what is called a wick. We can wick down to 38,000 region. That's 39, 38, 600. I'm not doing this to scare anybody anyway. Of course, market's already scary. People are afraid already in the market and all of that. Now we're in 54K. And so you can now attest to what I say, that the market is crazily bearish. If Bitcoin can be melting out like banana like this, then you should expect other crypto to be melting like a candle and all of that. So, gentlemen and ladies, this is the just update. So, what is my expectation? Now, if you are in a car course in private mentorship, be with me. Of course, I'm going to be dropping update of when I'm going to be re-entering the market back to long the position. And like I told us, if you're on our forum, I've already told us that we're bearish, and then the best you can do for the market is to short. And if you are doing even short or long, you must use a low leverage, and of course, target to take profit as it comes. And so we can see Bitcoin on the roll. That was very fantastic that we have said we're bearish. Look at it. Even here, okay, that's about 14% done already down. And here was like a pullback. That's very nice support. We thought we could have something like this or something like this. And then I said, unless we reclaim above 64,000, if you want to check the video, you can go to my YouTube video and check. I said, unless we reclaim above 64,000, we go nowhere. And look at it. We painted a pin bar. And what do you expect after a pin bar? Crazy move down. And that's exactly what we have here too. And then the market continue to move. Assuming you were following instruction, let's see what you will have booked. Let's even say here, you have booked down up to now. That will be 22% crash of Bitcoin. 22% crash of Bitcoin. Even with your 3x, you have 60-something% profit. And if you are using 5x, you have been 100%. So if you put $1,000, you're already in 2,000. I'm just using an example. And that's exactly what we're having. So for Bitcoin, we're fantastically bearish, like I've told us. So even imagine this is 1 hour time frame. And then you can see a similar double top here, right? So you can see similar double top here. and of course a confirmation, and then a break of the neckline retest, and then we've been wiring down of Bitcoin. And that's one of the things, most time when I tell people, you don't need to be too know too many things. So that will have been about 13%. And using 10x, that will have been 130% if you're shorting, or if you just like exit the market and wait. And this is 1 hour breakdown from that longer time frame I showed us. So for me, you can see better, bigger now here. This is the 1 hour time frame, right? You see the market. So I told us that Bitcoin was over. This is not over rather, but we're going to go crazily down. And that's exactly what has happened now. And good number of people will be afraid. We have greed and fear index already massively crazy, right? Let's look at it. Okay. So let's look at fear and greed index. So there's extreme fear in the markets already. Well, 29. Let me just refresh possibly. So 29, that is extreme fear in the market. Right? That's extreme fear in the market. So we have, that's the crazy stuff, you're right. So you just need to understand that perspective play around. Many people don't pay much attention when we're telling them that, you know what, this market is about to go down. And then all you need is to work out your strategy. If you look at this portfolio, an account here, portfolio worth of 14 or 12 million, quickly just went down uh from 12 million down to 10 million later now, drop more within 24 hours, another 1 point something million naira drop of the portfolio of this account. You can see, so you can see the chart, right? So 11 million 24 hours yesterday, and then down now 10, 9 million, and all of that. Now, that's how you will see your portfolio will get melted. Now, what we always advise people is that this is very simple. Why don't you simply pay attention, coming to where you can get information ahead of time so that you don't become victim of the market melting your portfolio because you do not know where the market is going to and all of that. Now, I told many friends, yeah, look at, this is the weekly resistance point for Bitcoin. Now, this is on daily time frame. And we saw the attempt after this first major move, right? We saw the attempt over and again, week to it, week to it, week to it. That's a sign of, that's why I was not comfortable. And I told everybody, you know what? And then we were playing around the daily support and daily key level, sorry. And until we're now being rejected from the daily key level. That was this last leg. This last leg was the something $1,000. And then there we are now at 54,000. So like I said, so we are closer to 52 than closer to 60. So we're closer to 52 than closer to 50. So I said that the market now, forget it. The guy is not going to get up because we're unable to reclaim our daily key level. Even the weekly key level was not maintained. And so that's for many factors, German selling and all of that, right? And then there we are going here. So this is the only hope now, or perhaps the weekly key level of $49,000. So if all this level could not hold, then that's going to be crazy. So you now have in between 46, 43, right? 46, 43, and perhaps 41, or even back down to 38, as I said. So the last point that's a floor level is actually at 32,000, 31,000. A week can hit it. I mean, a week of the candle, that is the right, and then run it up. So please, for me, I told people in private mentorship that the moment we couldn't hold above 58,000, then I will short more. That is, add to my short position. And that's exactly what I did. All right. And then mine is to provide information and the direction or bias on the market. And yours is to take action as prompt as possible. Of course, you have seen that if all of those, if Bitcoin could have this, then how much more? Then going to DXY, remember I told many of us about DXY. All right, about DSY being bearish, that we are going to go banana and all of that. And that's exactly what is happening right now. And then you can see that DXY, if it melted down to 104.0 days, then that's going to give room for Euro USD and GBP JPY and GBP USD by target. Let me go back to, there was a chart I showed to us previously. Let's go back here to see. All right. So let's look at GBP, let's look at DXY. Now, you don't need, I don't know. This is it. So we have DXY. So possibly either to hold at 104.73, 104.672, we'll get a bounce there then. So what could actually support that? So you can see that the last point of like a point of reversal that is possible, because we had a fake out here, is down here 104.2. And I remember I told us that provided we couldn't hold this point, and then this is the daily bias, we're going down, and of course towards weekend. But this other thing that could turn things around, this weekend is the news coming on board. Let's look at it. The news coming, we have, okay, we have, look at it. We have unemployment rate coming by 12:30 today, Friday. No farm payrolls at the same 12:30. So we have these two major news coming today. Then balance of trade still today. No, on the 8th, sorry. On the 8th. So balance of trade on the 8th. And we have federal chairperson testimony on the 9th. So today, what could turn around to make DXY recover is the news. If it's favorable to USD, then you can have it done. If it's not, then we're going to go fast here. And what's the implication? I've been bullish on Euro USD, GBP, USD, and then I said we're going to claim this point, and those are time we book all of those points. And so if you've been following and learning and taking action, now you will have been on 140 pips or so, just holding on to your position without stress. Then we have the GBP USD. Remember, I told you that this was the support, and then I'll get here. We're almost getting to that point. So, but the point is this: if the news today is unfavorable, then be expecting GBP USD at 1.28, and that's going to be very phenomenal. And then you can expect Euro USD, right, at a very massive up, and that's very nice one at 109. So region, that's going to be very, very, very ballistic. Okay, then the gold, I told you guys that gold, so gold had been, all right, we have had having nice support for gold, and there was even a higher low, right? And then, so we got this support again. Let's look at it. Okay, we got the support again and nicely. Now, gold, the moment we break this is daily bias now. Gold is bullish, right? So gold is bullish. And then once we break above that 265, remember, if you go back to my previous video, I talked about gold bringing out and then to go to 2365 region, and that's where it got to and got stuck. That's the kind of resistance at this point. And now it's still level-headed, a little pullback, what was a very healthy correction there. And then there we have today and continuation of the bullish pattern of gold. That means if you check, if I were you, if the news is terrible against USD, against DXY, then you have gold getting ballistic up. And then once you can break this point, but I doubt, so that means my target or point of hit for this guy is here. For gold is here. So that means if the news is unfavorable and you see gold crossing this and retest, then I'll be longing more or adding more position for gold. Now, so why am I showing us all of this? Is the fact that market has no respect to over grammar. So you rather just take action that is expected and then you stay level-headed, get information ahead of time, and then work on it strategically. So you can see my oil has been doing well, and then we have reclaimed this point. See where we broke down back before. Our target was going to $93. And now, so once we're able to break this point, then we'll be heading to our $93 region. All right, so that's my own, and that's for oil. Now, so for crypto, of course, I told you the crypto market was messy. Everything was terrible, right? Told us that's one of the things you need to understand. And so taking the profit on the table is also important and all of that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I've just told us what you need to hear and what you need to learn. And so action is important. And so if you are not in private mentorship or inner cycle of Signal, I will advise you to do, because we will be, I'm sure we're going to be having a very powerful entry soon. But remember, I told us from day one that from the month of even June, I told us the month of June was going to be terrible. And then we may be struggling that market till summer is over. And then considering the parliamentary elections in the UK, then you have the US election, I think, coming up the month of November also. So we'll be pressing up and down like that or till November or till September thereabouts. So the best, I have told you again, if you are new, the best you can do for yourself is not to buy anything on hold, it's rather to buy and sell, because the market is not a time of buy and hold. The best time to have come to buy and hold was when we're entering the market at the base, right? Remember? Remember, I declared the market bullish since 2023, right? 2023 January, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2023 January. Yeah, I remember. January 2023 was when I declared the market bullish. And then, of course, yeah, so January. Yeah, so at this point, at about 20, oh, sorry. Yeah, so January 2023, that's when we're about $18,000 was when I say, hey guys, we are now bullish. And then that's phase one, and then phase two, the way we follow the phases and all the like. Okay, so but if we look at it now, the normal higher time frame is still a bullish market, but a powerful, serious correction or discount entry for people to find another massive profit, as it were. But that's a fear and pressure on other people who are just coming in, who don't know what's happening in the market. And so now for scalper, of course, Some scalper could now navigate down to a lower time frame and still be collecting money while you are busy, because if I navigate down to a lower time frame now, I'm looking at Bitcoin, but that's fragile, and go to 5 minutes. All right, so what will I be doing? I haven't known that the market is bearish, accept the pullback to happen, and then sell down again. That was what has been happening here for people who are snapper entry trader. So they have navigated down to a lower time frame and still taking trade. Okay, right? So look at it. So as the market slammed down, they find another entry and then trade up. Come on, that's 1% on all of that. If you look at Solana, the same thing, but you can't do that if you're a beginner. It can be very dangerous for you and risky. Can you see? Look at Solana. So this is 1 million on Solana, and somebody is still finding entry. Come on. You get it? So that's what to tell you that people who are scalping are still making money, but of course, you have to be very, very careful. All right. So you have this is, smart, what do they call them? Smart money concept traders. So they will have box here. Sorry, quickly change this guy. Okay, so we're looking at Solana. So you see a pullback. So that pullback was a money-making stop for somebody. So you go to 1 minute. Can you see now? So he goes to 1 minute and be doing his abracadabra, okay? Purely price action anyway. So for me, literally you'll be looking for sell opportunity and all of that. So, but him is a sniper entry trader, he's going to be finding entry for as low as possible and then doing 1% using, those are the people trade with 50x and all of that. Don't do that because you may not be able to manage the risk. So it's finding another short positions here, hanging here, shorting here, range band, manipulations, and then get the market resisted. So it's planning for another short position from here now. So it's going to short position here. Then the stop loss. Okay, so risk reward 1:2. So so 1:2. So call it here. So it's going to short the market. But of course, you must know what you are doing for you to now be finding an entry for this guy. All right. So I'm looking for shorting the market from here. Now, I'm not asking you to short the market. I'm just telling you, how market is being manipulated, being done and all of that. So even if you look at Bitcoin itself, okay, so you can see Bitcoin itself, 1 minute, right? And somebody have long, so finding another short and taking some trade and all of that, right? Yes, sir. Falling wage. So it's going to find a short position here. That's a very active scalper anyway. Then the stop loss here. 1:2 is done. Okay. 1:2, he's done. That's a scalper. So it's going to be finding and making a lot of money. Seeing the market move. You already have an idea that the market is bearish. Okay, so you have a bias. You're only finding an appropriate entry. Another move. So this is a bit risky because the pattern was not properly formed. So 1:2. It's not compulsory. It can be 1:1.5. You see now? So now what you keep looking for is to see a structure break and then you want to short, having understood that the market bias is bearish. And so for that, you keep looking for a short position. You may not take the long position or long entry too seriously. Okay. And of course, you may not use too much high leverage as a trade. Can you see? So the same Bitcoin that is bearish, somebody is still making money, even buying and selling on it. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. You get it? This is 1:2. You're fine. 10x, right? So you can do 5%, 20%, 30%. So if it's going to see a sell, that's going to be more massive. Okay, so ordinarily, it's a person who is a risk taker, who is, this is 1 minute time frame. But however, the best is that this person have exited here, and that's one of the best things. And now, so look at the sell opportunity, massive, right? Inducement, right? Inducement, purge, and weak. Come on, that was massive, right? So it's going to be selling down as much as possible. So going to lower time frame is to first have an idea of the market direction. Like I told us, you want to be part, you want to know when I'll be entering from, right? I'm not talking of scalping, I'm talking about you know where I'm going to be longing market from a major market move. I think it will be expedient to find your way in. So this is already purging out. So I'm waiting for a crash to enter this point and then we'll be moving. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Plan B Express, and those of us on private mentorship, I'm sure you get the message loud and clear. So we're waiting for major news today, and also we're biased to work on finding. So there are 3 major markets I'm targeting. Or Bitcoin, no, forget about Bitcoin. Today, targeting gold, GBP USD, Euro USD, right? Targeting gold, GBP USD, Euro USD, right? That's my target today. GBP USD, Euro USD. When the news come, if it's going to be bloody for it, that's going to make a lot of sense for me. Okay, this guy, what is this news? Balance of trade. No. All right, so please pay attention. That's the market update. So we're still crashing. We're still crashing, lovely crashing. So what we're still having there, guys. The journey is sweet. Okay. If you know your honors, you know what you're doing, the journey is so sweet. I can say that again and again. So sweet. So sweet journey. So sweet journey. So sweet journey. So sweet a journey. So sweet a journey. Right? So if you can have a bounce, I have for crypto from now to next week, let's see what happens. And then we can be finding some entry. Well, if you want to be scalping, I'm going to do a video for scalping. I can still be making small money while the market is doing what it's doing. I'm going to post a video. And of course, I'm sure I've showed us before how to go about, scalping the lower time frame. And so I'm going to send us another video, a full live streaming scalping, so that you can do what you want to do to still be making little money. Does that make sense? So, but this Friday, I'm targeting gold, GBP, USD, and so by 12:30 is when the news is coming. So I have a strategy I want to up for that. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice time. Bye-bye.